And now, Giant Sports Talk Live. Here are your hosts, Eric and Glenn.
Hey, Eric. Oh, me to say I told you so, or is it too early in the show? Maybe it's a little too early? Oh.
Eric with another epic sports take.
What is going on? What is going on? What are we watching? What kind of baseball? You call this baseball? 8-2? 8-2? 1.5 games out of fourth freaking place? What's going on? Zach Gallen, a.k.a. Andy Asswipe, who can't pitch for the life of him, goes out there and it looks like he's freaking Randy Johnson or something, even though he's a righty.
I called that too.
10 strikeouts, man. 10 strikeouts for Zach Gallen. Come on, man. What is going on? Our great defensive catcher, good old Patty, freaking Patty, cost the club 3 runs because of 2 pass balls. He's a backup catcher, period. His bat isn't playing, and his defense better be immaculate. In other words, no mistakes. If your bat isn't playing, well, then you better be going out there and freaking catching the freaking ball. You're a catcher. Catch the ball. You cost the team 3 runs. My God, man. What are you going to do? I hate to say this. I love Hayden Birdsong. He's a bullpen guy, period. He's a bullpen guy. He could go out there. He could give you 1 or 2 innings. Excellent. 1 or 2 innings. After that, nothing. Nothing. It didn't help having your catcher fail you behind you as well. Come on, man. Come on. What is going on? Welcome to Giant Sports Talk Live.
Oh, yeah.
Post-game, game 2, Diamondbacks and Giants. They lose 8-2. 8-2. Glenn, what did you think, man?
I think you're on the money. You're on to something tonight, Eric. I wanted you, as our illustrious man, Charlotte would say, the floor was yours, and I think you took care of business nicely. Great way to start the show. A little rant, one thing about Giant Sports Talk Live, Eric. Somebody texted me or emailed me earlier today, and it took a while to get the text message. So you know who you are. I apologize for the late get back, but you know what they said to me, Eric? You know why they love Giant Sports Talk Live? Or in this case, Giant Shit Show Live. Yeah, I just know.
You saw that.
Well, I just caught the shit show, and it looked like when I catch the eye, it looks like you're giving me the middle finger in that thing. But anyway, somebody said they love Giant Sports Talk Live because unlike mainstream media, we don't sugarcoat it. We call a spade a spade. And you did a nice job, Eric. Agree with you about Birdsong. I actually agree with you when it came to Harrison, Birdsong, Hicks. A lot of guys in this pitching rotation over the past few months that have been, Eric, call it like it is, bullpen guys, bullpen arms, because they couldn't get by a fourth inning to save the team. And like you, oh my God, see, I'm trying. I'm ready. See, I raised my blood pressure.
Right, it's starting to. You're trying. I could see it.
Trying to be calm.
You're suppressing.
When I get mad, it's like that. What is it? Over the cliff. The Price is Right game where the little man goes up.
Oh yeah, the yodeler.
That's the way I get it. So I sort of ramp up. I was just gonna, Eric. I am so pissed off. Guys, come on. If nobody better come into this chat tonight, Eric, and go on. At least no one, not even once, not even as a joke, or I'll lose my freaking mind. Eric, enough with the, Bailey is the God's gift to defensive catchers. He's Eric, he's a superstar. He's a future Hall of Famer. The guy is a detriment to the club. And does he not 9 times out of 10, every time 9 times out of 10, there's a good, every time I turn on the TV, Eric, I see him either behind the plate or I see him saunter over. Usually it's saunter back after a strikeout. He looks lethargic, like he don't even want to be there, Eric. Am I wrong? Calling it or what? He looks terrible. He looks like he's, you know what? If he went to the doctor, I think the doctor would say, I think you're anemic. No energy. And then,
I had more fun. Listen to this. I had more fun taking my car to get smogged today than watching Giants baseball.
And look at the lineup, Eric. No offense to your boy in that, but you got Matos in there today. You got Bailey. You got Johnson. This is a third world country team, man. This is just, come on. You're going to win. Flores played third. Who called that? That's not good either, even though we called it. That's not good. That's just
it's not
bad
about
news.
It, but you could see it coming.
Yeah, it's bad news.
Because you're out of third baseman. So who did you have to go to? There's only one guy left, and that was Wilmer Flores.
You got Mr. 0 for 3 Fitzgerald back in there doing Fitzgerald thing too. It's a terrible lineup.
It's not. Look, we'll get into this a little bit more about the news that came out earlier. We'll talk about what Buster Posey had to said. And look, I like what Buster Posey had to said. And guess what? He wants to take arrows, so we'll start slinging some arrows. That's just the way it is. If he went, hey, right? The guy, hey, honorable man, right? Honorable man. He wants to take the arrows. Well, we shall oblige. All right, before we get there, let's look at this from Jeff Young. We saw this earlier today. This is before today's game. Listen to this, guys. Since May 17th, May 17th, today is July 1st. Okay. Since May 17th, so about a month and a half, the Giants lineup is slashing 219, 308, 344 with an 87, which is below 100 is average in wins or weighted runs created plus. In other words, your clutch ability. How well are you hitting in the clutch? Can you score those runs? They're below average. Imagine that. The batting average, 219, and slugging percentage, 344, are last in baseball. Since May 17th. Today is July 1st. Last in baseball in slugging percentage. During that stretch, they have scored 133 runs, which is the third lowest mark in baseball.
There you go.
I asked the chat, is that a slump?
You're in fine
form. Or is that a flawed roster? A slump or a flawed roster? What say you? And
I hope you're not. Whoa. I hope you're not asking me, because we're going to end up in a scrap tonight. I mean, don't ask me dumb questions, Eric.
Okay. Let's keep going.
Don't ask me a stupid question or you're going to get a stupid answer. Or I'll throw knuckles. Dude, a slump does not last. How many times have you asked about Adames? A slump doesn't last 4 months, Eric. We're into July, dude.
I know. Here's a number that hurts with runners in scoring position.
Oh,
The
geez, do we
Giants
have
are
to?
splashing 182, 283, a 304 with a 65 weighted runs created plus. During that same stretch, only the Padres have a worse mark of 62 WRC plus with runners in scoring position in that time. So in other words, they suck with runners in scoring position.
Yeah.
Imagine that.
Don't
Newsflash.
compare them
Call
to
me
anybody.
Captain Obvious, because we all know that. Anyone that's watching Giants baseball absolutely understands the Giants cannot hit with runners in scoring position.
Yeah, don't compare them to anybody.
Hey, Stu says it is a slump. Okay, that's fair. If you want to say that a month and a half is a slump, okay.
What?
Okay. But hey, they each their own. If they feel that's a slump, to me, it's more than that. It's more than that.
It means you suck.
Mo G says totally flawed roster.
What is it? Fucking Moon
Martin
Zappa?
Van Nostrand.
Totally.
Would you trade Devers if you could before the deadline? I would. Martin.
You would or Martin would?
No. It says Martin.
Oh, I would. Oh, I was
I'm
listening.
No,
when
no,
you
no,
said
no.
I would. I thought you meant okay.
No.
It's like,
Tammy.
Eric, it was only 2 weeks ago. It was like
I know.
17 days ago. Everybody was like planning a World Series parade again. And now maybe I should trade him.
Look,
Eric.
guys, I'm not even bringing up the box score. There's no point. They lost 8-2. They were ass. I mean, this is what the team is. The team has been playing ass. And I don't know. People are asking, what can you do? I don't know what you could do. I don't know. Get better players. How about that? How about you get better players? I don't know. I don't know the answer to this because this is bad. This is bad.
If you're not already wound up, I mean, I won't ask you what you thought of his performance, dude, but all the excitement about, young guys in this organization, Eric, the excitement, right? And we say some of them really don't get a shot, but Jesus, I didn't like what I saw from Carson Seymour tonight.
Yeah, he didn't look too well.
Holy, he'll be back on the farm real quick.
Maybe.
Oh, Eric, 3 innings, 5 hits, 4 runs.
Hey.
Gave up 3 bombs.
They need arms. That's the problem. They need arms. That's the problem.
A week ago it was we need an arm. Now it's like we need an overhaul. We need arms. But it's going to be an arms race. Here we are, Eric. It's 1 month to the trade deadline. A little less.
Giants struck out. Hold on. Let me look. I'll just look real quick. Giants
What do you want to know?
struck out 12 times. Yastrzemski struck out twice. Devers struck out twice. Bailey struck out twice. Fitzgerald struck out twice.
Yeah.
Yastrzemski with 2 pass balls. Can catchers get an ERA? Can we do a new stat? Can we give ERAs to catchers, please?
Well, Devers is becoming a strikeout king in the National League, isn't he?
He has. He's got a problem, but whatever. I mean, so do a lot of the other Giants.
He struck out an unreal clip, like 13 of 20, Eric. He's striking out about 700% of the time.
Maybe you start doing this. Maybe you go, if you want to, and I see people talking about the roster needs a shakeup. Well, I'll tell you what. How about you bench Yaz and you just throw out Matos out there and give him his run until the trade deadline? If he gets it, if he gets it done, that's fine. If he doesn't, whatever. You're not missing Mike Yastrzemski's bat in the lineup. You're just not. And why not? I think Giants need to find a catcher. I'm sorry. I'm done with Patrick Bailey. I'm sorry. I'm done with Patrick Bailey. I've seen enough.
Thank you.
Look, I've said this already. If you're not going to be able to freaking swing the bat, if you can't bat freaking 200 by July 1st, then you better be immaculate behind the freaking plate. You better catch the ball. I don't want to see pass balls.
He's not.
Look, I get a wild pitch. Wild pitch is on the pitcher. A pass ball is on the catcher. He needs to catch the freaking ball. And if you're not going to be able to do that, well, then guess what? You're a backup. You know what it is? Hey, Glenn,
Hello.
A defensive first catcher is a definition of what? A backup catcher. I've seen enough. He's not even 200. He's not even batting 200. How can he be?
Well, wait a second. Let me open up the comments. I had the comments closed here. We got on mine, it says 200. You've missed 257 comments. All right. I want to know, does anybody agree, Eric? Because I've been saying that for 2.5 months and nobody's agreed. So is everybody on board tonight or what? Or are we still?
I'm tired, man.
Are we still blindfolded?
Something has to change, man. Because I'm tired of seeing it.
Look, Skater says the Barnes era begins. Barnes, see again, they're chasing.
No. He's being sarcastic.
I don't think Greg is.
He's being sarcastic. He can't stand Barnes either.
Oh, good.
This is just horse shit. I'm tired. Look, what's the definition of insanity? What is the definition? Doing the same thing.
Yeah, Giants.
San Francisco Giants.
Being a fan.
You know what? Hey, here you go. You want to hear a good one, Glenn? You want to hear a good one? Thought about this. That's all I was watching a game.
Yeah.
Triggered something I was watching on YouTube.
Yeah.
France. You know the country of France? In 1940, put up a better offense against the freaking German Wehrmacht than the Giants playing freaking baseball against shitty teams. 100%. The French army in 1940 did a better job against the Wehrmacht than the San Francisco Giants playing shitty teams.
Well, you can't go into battle with this lineup, Eric.
God,
see,
dude.
See, Beefy says, how's Bart doing in Pittsburgh? He's not. Bart is, you know what? Bart is Bailey. Bart is terrible. That's why he's not here, and that's why we don't want him back.
Look at this.
Bart is horrific.
Oh, dear God, man. Exactly, Joshua. Exactly. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Exactly. That's how bad it is. My God, here, let's look at this real quick, because this is big news. We'll get more into this. We've got plenty of time. John Shea, Buster Posey just said something I have not often heard from baseball bosses during a rough stretch. If anybody deserves any blame from the top, it should be on me. It shouldn't be on our manager or coaching staff. I'm the one who sets the roster.
I think he means I'm the guy who gets the talent. He doesn't make.
Correct. He's the one that's creating the roster. This is leadership. Okay, so let's begin. Let's begin, shall we? It's a horrible roster. I think I think it was a mistake out there going out there and spending $182 million on Willy Adames. I just think it was.
Yeah.
The Verlander, whatever. The Verlander one is kind of harmless to me, to be honest with you. But let's go.
It's not harmless to me. It's
right?
taking a spot, Eric, we could get a lot better leverage from. Come on.
Okay. He went out there and he extended Matt Chapman. Okay. Right now, it's okay. That contract is okay. It's okay.
6 years. 6 and 7.
That's the problem.
For 8. These are long-term.
No.
If we have problems with these players, long-term, 3 of them, dude, here we go. I'm just going to talk about what he's done. So Chapman was okay. Willy Adames at this particular time looks bad. We've seen 3 months of baseball from Willy Adames and nothing has changed. He hit a home run today, which was fantastic. Woo! Want to see more of those. But all in all, it hasn't exactly panned out. Verlander, whatever. It's a 1-year deal, harmless. Devers' trade was fantastic, guys. Devers' trade was fantastic. You got a great player at a young age. You can build around him. That's fine. Problem is, the rest of the lineup, not so much. Not so much. He doesn't have a supporting cast around him that is going to help him. I think we could all agree on that.
Today, he extended Bob Melvin. And I know there's a lot of, look, me particularly, I would have rather waited until after the season is done before you start making an announcement about that. That's me. Because then you're kind of painting yourself. Hey, and if he wants to paint himself in a corner, if he wants to quote unquote take the arrows, well, then guess what? Then he's going to have to take them, because I don't know if that was a good move or not. I really don't know, man. I just don't know. It's great that Posey, look, and that's what you do. When you criticize, you do it behind closed doors. When you praise, you do it in public. That's a good leader. We don't know what is going on behind closed doors. Period. We do not know what is going on behind closed doors. So, and again, just because he does extend them doesn't mean there could be a change of course. There will always be a change of course. Granted, it would look a little weird on Buster Posey, but hey, he even said, this is on me. So let's see what happens. I don't like the move. I have not been impressed with Bob Melvin. That's me. Look, what players may feel different, and that's fine. They're the ones that's their manager. So look, what does my opinion mean? It means nothing in the big scheme of things. I'm just saying I don't like the moves he's made with the bullpen. I don't like the moves he's made with the lineup. Some of the coaching is a little bit suspect. We don't know. Is the problem with the hitting? Is it because of Pat Burrell? I don't know. It seems pretty damn systemic to me. I don't know. Matt Williams made some horrible sins from third base. So I don't know. What was your take on that, Glenn, talking about Buster Posey going out there saying, if you want to criticize me and his extension of Bob Melvin?
I don't mind that. Again, like it said in the article, Eric, and it really hit home. How often do you hear that?
You don't. That's a breath of fresh air.
You know, if you want to be, well, I would do this. If you want to take a shot at somebody, take the shot at me. And I think as the lead, that's a leader, I think.
Yeah, I agree. Yes.
But I do question. All right. So he announces the signing today. I don't like it. Given where we're at, I don't like it. Number two, I guess it's sort of number one and number two together. I don't like it coming now when things aren't going well, and all of a sudden you go, I'm really back. I back the man, so I'm going to extend him. I'm going to do it next year, 26. And I go, listen.
Timing's a little weird, right?
The timing, that's what I was going to say. The timing is off on this one, Eric. And again, it's like I've told you a couple of shows there about, with the trade deadline coming up. And I said on the Hot Corner the other night, I don't want this to be a situation. When I was talking to Lou, you may recall, I said, I don't want this to be a situation where they're out going, making moves for the sake of making moves. You know what I'm saying? What's the term I'm looking for? I don't want them to go out there like panic moves all of a sudden. Right. All these moves.
Knee-jerk reactions.
Yeah. Basically, you know why they would make the knee-jerk reaction? Because we stink, Eric. And I that's why I'm concerned, and I made it quite clear on Sunday night's show. Do not, under any circumstances, screw in any way with our future, Eric, for the sake of this year. If they go all in on this year, I think it's going to set you back another 5-6 years.
We'll see. It depends how far in they go that you're talking about. I get what you're saying. You're talking about if they trade a Wisenhunt or something. Is that what you're saying? Because honestly,
they start gutting our minor league system.
We'll see.
If you thin it out.
But how many guys right now are ready to be big leaguers in the next year or two? It's probably a ways away, ain't it? See what I'm saying?
I agree with you. Wait, whoa. I'm pulling out the woes tonight. Whoa. With 5 woes means I'm getting pissed off. Whoa. Eric, what did I tell you in the Hot Corner the other night? My big fear is, I agree. Don't get me wrong. I totally agree with your angle. I don't think these guys, you're calling up guys. Like I said last night, you're bringing up Fitzgerald. Oh, come on in and help us. You just sent him to the minors. He's only here again quickly because, well, we kind of need you now. But Listen, you're saying there's a lot of guys, they're not MLB ready, and
No.
maybe they'll never be ready.
Correct.
But the problem I do have, if you go all in and you gut our Sacramento roster, then who the hell are you calling up when you need call-ups, Eric? It's thin now. If you get rid of them, who do you got? We don't have much now.
There you go. Have you looked at the Sacramento roster? We're not missing much. See what I'm saying? Really, the guys that you have to trade, is the Wisenhunt. That's your big guy. Real quick.
To the point, though, I mean, another injury or two. Who are you calling up, Eric?
Yeah.
We're going to start looking like a triple. We're going to look like, if not already, we're starting to look like a AAA team.
We're playing like a AAA team. Cavity says Adames is batting .273 in the last 7 games. See, this is where Cavity, I get where you're going, but this is the issue I have with statistics in baseball. Because you could go out there and you could carve over the last 7 games, over the last 10 games, over the last 2 weeks. I don't like doing that because it's almost like you're trying to find a number that fits a narrative. I'm not saying that you are, but it can be used that way. What is he doing? He's batting .211. What does the eye test tell you? Beyond the numbers, right? Beyond the numbers, what does the eye test show about Willy Adames? You see what I'm saying? Yeah, sure. He's had a good week of baseball, but he's had a pretty horrible 3 months of baseball.
Eric, have you covered all these super chats?
No, I'm going to hit them right now. Here we go.
We're falling behind.
Rob, I know we're falling far behind. Rob, $6. Thank you, sir. Ownership group has to stop going around in circles. Same shit, different years since Greg Johnson has taken over as owner. I wouldn't go that far.
I wouldn't because he has, dude. If anything, he spent money. He's gone in.
Spent money, yeah. I'm not gonna no. In the off season, I was saying that, but you went out there, you got Devers, you took on every single cent of his contract. I say
the Adames.
No, I'm not gonna blame. I'm not gonna get on ownership.
Yeah.
Rob Iman donates another $2. He's
Rob.
piggybacking on what he said. This reeks more of Greg Johnson than Posey. Nah, I don't
know. I think it reeks of Posey.
No, this is Posey.
He's the decision maker.
He's the decision maker.
Pulling the puppet strings.
Fuji Simeon, thank you, sir, for the $2 again. Posey hit the gym, lift weights. You might need them. Ain't that you know what?
As a former player,
I tell you what,
he goes to bed at night, Eric, and says to his wife, I wish
I could do a better job.
I could still play.
I could do a better job.
Yeah.
And then DL, he comes in with $5. Thank you, sir. Rob, you're treading dangerous waters with these donations. There can only be one. Thanks, DL. He's having fun. Hey, good. Hey, you brought a smile on my face. And that's kind of hard to do on a shitty game that I watched today.
They're rolling in.
Thanks, DL.
Wanted to make sure we got those. They were falling a little behind. So.
Yep.
And we appreciate it.
Let's see. iTest says is Giants have a bad with Adames? I think you're just saying he's bad, right? That's what I'm getting. That's what I'm guessing.
There is more than one post here, Eric, saying this. Adames hit 190. There's several who've.
Yeah, he hit 217. He hit 217 in 2023.
So, Eric, when they sat down and they said, let's sign this guy, go all in, do you think they did a deep enough,
no, you know what they did?
Was their investigation into this?
No, they looked at 1 year. They saw the 100 and something 112 RBIs and 32 home runs. That's what they saw. Yeah, Adames hit a home run today. I get it. I understand, and that's good. I'm not saying, but his overall body of work,
yeah,
I'm not impressed.
Hey,
and I don't think anyone else is either.
I think there was a game Bailey went 3 for 4, Eric. Recency bias does not compute on this show.
Well, not even that. It's if you go beyond recency, even if you're picking and choosing, back in April 27th, Bailey, it's like, no, what is the body of work? You got to use a body of work. Sure, you could use, recent trends and all this other crap. But if you want a good body of work, you just don't pick and choose, right?
Right. If the guy's terrible, the guy's terrible.
And right now we got some terrible guys.
Bailey.
And let's go. I see Rob. Let's go back to Birdsong. Guys, hold on. Let's do a poll. How about that?
Birdsong. So if you shut down Birdsong, Rob, What direction are we taking? Who takes his
Let's do
place?
this.
Who takes his place, Eric?
I don't know.
That's a problem. You're talking about a bird song.
Trade.
You shut
You
down.
trade.
And I think if we were to make a trade tomorrow, Eric, I mean, we're caught in the middle of this.
I know.
This is a season-ending slump we're in. By the way, this is season-ending material, dude. So if you go out and you talk about knee-jerk, you don't think it will look knee-jerk if he goes out and makes a deal right now? It certainly will.
Maybe start. Maybe he's stopping the hemorrhaging. Could be him. You got to stop. You got to stop bleeding.
I think a lot of
You gotta
people
get
in baseball are going to say that's knee-jerk.
You got to get that blood clot. Oh, that blood clotting medicine and stuff it in there, man.
Jesus, you're on a roll tonight.
Okay, here we go. The
We
poll
got-
is out there. Tell
we
me
got
what you guys think.
6 hits.
Tell me what you guys think. Best spot for bird song. Bullpen. Start, or I meant starty, whatever. Or AAA. There you go.
Oh, I had a question for you, Eric.
And I have an answer.
Well, you will. Let me just dig it out here. I think I put it under the coffee table. I was curious. No, I don't have them here. I was curious earlier in the show. I wanted to ask you, what the hell's going on with Encarnacion, Eric? Is he on our bench?
Oh no, he's hurt. Right? Didn't he hurt? What did he hurt? Yeah, he hurt something.
Again? Okay, I missed.
I think he hurt his. Wasn't it a? What the hell was it? Wait, I don't know. Good question. I don't know. Do we care?
Okay, we'll leave it at that. Jesus is back.
Hey, Seuss, donates $5. And sir, yes, this is something I've been saying for a long time. Jesus, the bottom line is players need to step up. 100%.
Yep.
Right? Results oriented. If you're not going out there and you ain't getting the results, well, who do you blame? You ain't gonna blame the freaking coach.
No.
You're gonna blame
I've been adamant, Eric. You can't fire a whole team.
You can't fire a whole team.
The one man who becomes the scapegoat is just signed for another year.
Well, I tell you what, though, maybe this is again. You got to go after Posey. It's roster construction. These guys aren't who you thought they were.
Oh,
Ibrahim, hey buddy. Oh, there you go. Donates $10. Nightingale tweeted, "Our assness meeting will go on in a winning streak tomorrow because he's a jinx. Birdsong is a right-handed. Jonathan Sanchez. You remember Jonathan Sanchez? The guy had great stuff. Great stuff. He just, between the ears, he didn't have it. Ace-like with command, a 3-4 win wild. Yeah, well, there you go. Tweeted our assness meeting. Our assness meeting. By the way, guys, got some news yesterday. I will be in Sacramento on Sunday to catch the last game of Giants and A's. So that should be a lot of fun.
Let me guess, you and Abraham.
Yep. 100%.
Abraham always could be.
Abraham has the connection, man. Ibrahim has the connection.
Yes,
and you know what? Hey, he's a great friend, and I appreciate his kindness. Absolutely, 100%. So
he's a good friend to you. He didn't invite me, but that's okay.
He only could get 2 tickets. So.
I'll watch on TV. Maybe I'll be on my date with Chardol. I gotta get that.
On my date with Chardol.
I gotta get it. I want it out of the way. I just put it to bed early.
I think a couple of people said they were going to be there. I think Gus said he was going to be there.
Oh, awesome!
So we'll have to, I think
another photo op. Make sure you get pictures.
We'll see.
I love that
Absolutely.
stuff.
Absolutely. So
you guys always laugh at me. I had more, dude, and I'm not exaggerating. I'm not pulling shit out of my ass tonight, just rubbing it on the screen at you. I had more fun watching. Tonight was what was called the Commissioner's Cup in the WNBA. and it was
What's
a
that?
huge upset. So they have like an in-season tournament. Like there'll be games marked with an asterisk. This is a game. So when you start, you lose, and you have it's a point system, and you end up with two finalists. Tonight is an off night in the league where the two teams meet in the city of the higher of the two teams. So the Indiana Fever played the Minnesota Lynx, and the odds makers had Minnesota favored by, I think, 14.5. And Indiana won by about, I think it was 79-59, something like that, 73-59. It was a blowout, a big upset. And you know what, Eric? It was exciting.
Wow.
Remember the old commercial we did? Well, the intro to the show that we just do not run anymore. Are you being entertained?
Oh, man, you know, I haven't done that in a while.
I'm being entertained, but it's elsewhere, Eric. I'm being entertained elsewhere.
You know what? Holy
I just said to Bernice, I said, maybe we'll skip a show some night. I want to go to a movie. Maybe I'll be entertained at the theater, the IMAX. Because the Giants baseball, Eric, do you not have moments during the broadcast where you go, I should go clean the barbecue?
Oh, I did that today. I was out there watering the backyard. I was like, 6-2. I just got done eating. I was like, okay, I'm going to go water. I come back in. I'm like, 8-2.
Yeah, it was 6-2, and I ran off to the Bernice wanted to run down to the Costco. I said, yeah, let's go.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, let's go.
Hey, better than watching Giants baseball. Hey, Ibrahim says, I can't step on Chardall's turf, Glenn. He called dibs on you.
Who?
Chardall.
Oh. I can't step on. Yeah, well, you know, I'm a popular guy, I guess.
Another $5 from DL. Good news for you, Glenn. I heard Chardall puts out on his first date.
Moving right along.
DL. Oh my gosh.
And you know what? That's true. Melvin looks like Franklin the Turtle. He sort of does. He does, Eric.
He does. Yeah, he does.
Holy crap, he does. And I told you, he never moves his neck. He always, if you watch him in the dugout, guys, he's always like this. And he got to go.
He might have a neck problem. He
might, but maybe that's why he doesn't get involved. He never rushes the field. Dude, I want a firecracker. I said this to there's Robbie Dizzle this morning. We were texting back and forth about once the managerial move was made. And I said, I want a young, fiery guy, man. I want enough with chasing guys around the block.
Well, I'll tell you what, here's another thing with the Posey decision on the extension. We got some clarity. Bob Melvin is going to be with us for another year and a half. And when I remember us as the San Francisco Giants manager. So it is what it is. Whether you like it, whether you hate it, that's just the way it is, man. Darren says the Marlins have won 8 straight. And you know what? He is correct. I just looked at it. In their last 10 games, Glenn, the Marlins are 9-1. 7 games back from the wild card. Undamn believable. I will not have an A's jersey on. That is a big fat negatory there, good buddy.
Sure. Oh, 74-59, the Indiana game. See, I get more excitement there. Bernice is right here. And if she would come on, she won't come on the show. She won't come near the camera. She's far too beautiful to be seen on TV, Eric, because she wants to sign a contract. But she could attest to you. Dude, I went to that Valkyrie game on Sunday. Dude, I was jumping up and down with my arms in the air. It was like I was at a freaking Game 7 of the World Series. I was like, you could see it in slow motion. They pass the pass. I go, oh, they're going to go in. They're going to go in. They're going to get a 3-pointer. And I'm like, yes. Yeah, and I'm jumping. I'm going nuts. And I have not done that with Giants baseball for a while.
Yeah, it's been a little while.
And every time I step out of the room, Eric, I missed the first home run tonight. We were up 2-0. And I was in the other room putting something away, a box away. And I hear I say, I think I hear a home run call. And I'm like, and did it surprise me? No. I'm like, every night I use that term, here alone. Nobody in the apartment but me. I go, here we go. Here we go. I think I texted that to you a few times. Here we go, Eric. You're like, yeah, this is getting ugly.
Here, let's look at this real quick. Wild card standings. Giants are falling further. And look at that. 4 games above 500. 3-7 in the last 10. Look at the Miami Marlins.
Whoa. I'm bringing up the woes again. What did you just say? 4 games.
4
above
games. 500.
Did you say 500?
Yep.
Did you say 500 baseball, Eric?
I did.
Well, I've been
Getting
saying
pretty
that.
close.
I've been saying that since May, but no one listened, Eric.
Look at this. Oh, they're falling flat on their face. That's what they're doing. Cincinnati Reds right behind the Giants, only a half a game behind. Arizona Diamondbacks only a game and a half behind. Miami Marlins, look at that. They're a little bit further, but they're moving on up. Look at this. They got a -72 run differential, and they've won 8 in a row. Explain that one. Explain that shit. Because I can't. I can't. How do you have a -72? -72, and you've won 8 in a row. I don't know how you explain that one. Chardall donates $2. Glenn is Willy Wonka. Eric is a Oompa Loompa.
Maybe he'll explain that to me.
Yeah. Whatever.
Hey,
Chardall, thank you for the $2.
Glenn likes the WNBA more than baseball. I love the WNBA. I've been a baseball fan though all my life, Eric. Just because you like to walk in nature doesn't mean you want to be chased by a fucking bear every time you go in the woods. Do I go looking for bears and watch them have a shit? And that's all I'm doing with baseball these days. Watching them take a big shit. That's it, Eric. I'm not entertained. Are you entertained? No, I'm not entertained. Fuck today. Oh, Eric. Nah, I'm getting wound up.
I know.
It's it's melancholy ball.
Melancholy ball. Boy, to say that 10 times fast. Ibrahim, something's fishy about the Marlin streak.
Jesus Christ. He's always here to put a smile on my face.
Greg, hey, Greg, are you going on Sunday? If you're going on Sunday, we got to meet up, man. That was a good time. Last time we met there was at it would be 2 weeks to the day. A matter of fact, almost actually just past 2 weeks to the day. That'd be cool, man. Oh, what do we got?
Oh,
hey, right on, Greg.
His wife are going to be at the game.
Cool.
They go.
Yeah, me and Ibrahim will be over there again.
You want to go to the Giants? Any of the Giants games in Sacramento?
Are there tickets available?
Are there tickets going on? Like, how do you get tickets? Ticketmaster, like, or the second, whatever. Third.
StubHub. I have no idea. Yeah. Ibrahim, it's Melvin Collie baseball.
That's what I get. Oh, Jesus.
That's pretty good. That's pretty damn good. Melvin Collie. Melvin Collie baseball.
Nobody has brought up the fact that as you close in on that magic number, Eric, you were the guy on the show last week saying, if we go 500, you got to get rid of the manager.
I know. Well, that ain't happening.
Today we didn't get, we're doing the opposite.
No, they signed him for another year.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. Birdsong is the weak link.
Oh, it's not one guy.
It's not one guy, but I'll tell you what, I think he needs to be in the bullpen. It's showing he can't go past 3 innings, man. A series split. They've already lost 2. What makes you think they're going to get a season split? Let's take a look. What's the schedule tomorrow? Wednesday.
Eric, you don't mind if I listen.
Landon Root versus Merrill Kelly. Merrill Kelly has a 3.4 ERA. It's not so bad. So the Giants got decimated by a pitcher that has a 5.6 and almost. Glenn, remember last night before we got off of here?
Oh, I talked about it today. You said, oh, these guys can't hit against this pitcher. Well, this pitcher, he can't pitch badly against this lineup of hitters, is the way I look at it. You got me? Feeling it? These hitters, this lineup makes everybody look like Steve Carlton.
Gallen had a 5.6 ERA. And what did the Giants do? They struck out 10 times. 10 times to a starting pitcher, I think, who had one win on the night or on the season. It's 1 or 2 wins on the season, and they made him look like the second coming of Nolan Ryan.
Yeah.
What makes you think they can't get a split?
Sorry.
They haven't. You tell me. They lost the series to the Chicago White Sox. They got swept by the Miami Marlins. They lost 2 in a row to a pretty bad slumping Arizona Diamondbacks. Let's not forget, Arizona Diamondbacks had just gotten swept by the Miami Marlins as well, who are playing really good baseball. Gallen is not a good pitcher. He has a 5.6 ERA. He's shit. He is if you saw a definition of ass for a pitcher, you would see the picture of Zach Gallen. He sucks this year. The Giants made him look like an ace. I don't give a shit about what happened the second series of the freaking season. What are they doing right now? They're sucking. They are not showing anything whatsoever that they're playing good baseball. They're striking out all over the place. They can't seem to freaking limit the runs. There's a problem. There's a problem. Why do I think they're not going to get a sweep? Because the way they've been playing baseball. Is it out of the realm of possibility? No. But the way that they're playing baseball is absolute horseshit. I'm tired of watching this type of baseball. It's garbage. Nobody is coming through, man. And I don't, where's the light at the end of the tunnel? Better be careful because that light might be a freight train coming your way. Metallica.
Here's Metallica for you.
The team that just can't hit, that just can't score, and gives us more frustration. Be watching nightly, following Giants baseball, and find out which loss sends Eric and Glenn over the cliff. Giant Sports Talk Live.
Pretty close, and I knew we couldn't throw that away. I said to Eric, we got that little commercial done, a little preview, and I said, geez, now they won a couple. But we can't throw that one away.
Exactly. Check this out. Jay Farrell, man, reading my mind.
You look like you're going to go over.
Hey, I tell you what. You want to? I'll give you a good representation of the Miami Marlins.
At that point in the show, we're digging out everything tonight, Eric. Here we go.
Highball! Highball the big boy! Let's go! There you go. I felt it. And there you go. That is the Miami Marlins freaking rocketing up the standings. Oh, come on. LD. That would be Don Keppa. That would be the fireman. The fireman. No conductor in the front end there of the locomotive. I should say the head end. It's a fireman and the engineer, also known as the hoghead. All right, LD, realistically, negative thoughts and vibes hurt the team and are dragging it down now.
Snotty little bastard.
No, I have not been on that one yet, Greg. What is that, dude? Come on. What is that? Thoughts and vibes hurt the team?
Dude, don't buy in. Don't buy in. He's trying to get under your skin, get you going tonight.
I just want to understand the process of how us talking about the team realistically has any influence whatsoever on what the team does. I'm telling you something.
Listen, Patrick Bailey ain't watching.
I'm telling you something. That's what I'm saying. If they are concerned about what we're saying here on Giants Shit Show Live, well, They got bigger problems. Just saying. There you go. Now you got it. Fireman Stowers, Engineer Auto. There you go. There you go. You got it right. Woo! Ibrahim, once the Giants break Rothberg this season, will be in dire straits. His barometer for he's my barometer for rock bottom.
Did I hear the dire straits?
Okay. Hey, he says the powers of suggestion and manipulation are real stuff.
Yeah, but they don't know we're talking about them. Like I say, A, the Giants aren't watching our show, and B, if they are, get in the freaking batting cage, man. Do some work. It's difficult for Eric and I doing this. You come in here trying to do a show every night for an hour. The same crap.
Yeah.
Jeez, you look like you're listening to Sonny and Cher. What are you doing?
Woo! I think we're good, man. We got to win tomorrow, baby. Woo! Let's go. And if they win tomorrow, I am 100% taking credit. I'm going to come on the show and say, I was the one.
Oh, no. It's LD all the way. Okay, let's get back to some business, Eric. Tommy Murphy for $2. Rogers looks like Roger from The American Dad. I don't watch that, but I'll take your word for it.
Honestly, I don't know that one.
No.
Honestly.
I got my hands full with all the sports I watch. We did that one. What else? Did we miss any of these, Eric?
No, we had them all. I hit
Embrace
them all.
the bullpen.
Let me see. Oh, no, didn't get that one.
No.
Embrace the bullpen. Oh, yeah, Fuji. I didn't even know Fuji did this. Okay, here we go. Embrace the bullpen game every 5th day. No, you don't want to do that. Now you're going to blow up the bullpen. That's the last thing you want to do.
Let me ask you a question, Eric. And I mean, we know what we saw today, how bad it was 8-2.
Jeez.
What is it about Melvin? Is he protecting his bullpen? Is he protecting the pen? Because when it got to the 12th straight ball, I said, there sure as hell better be somebody coming in from the pen. And then he served up the fucking bomb.
Yeah.
12 pitches, 12 balls, Eric. And then he...
it didn't. You know what didn't help? Well, that was before that. But when Patrick Bailey had the pass ball,
that was late.
That was the third out. That was the third out, and he got on base. And the next guy comes up and he cranks it.
Yeah, but you know what? Teams always do that, right? Always against us, but teams always do that, Eric. It's like when you miss a pop-up over first base or third base or anything in foul territory, or catcher drops one. What happens when they get that extra out or extra pitch? It hurts.
They
or an error.
Make them pay.
What do error? You know why errors in the box score are important, Eric? Because when you see an error, it means it's hurt you. It's hurting you.
Yeah.
Or walk.
Sometimes. Or free passes. Correct. 100%.
Well, Bailey was given free passes today, in my opinion. For 3.
Fuji, $5. Thank you, sir. Giants batters are slump busters for opposing struggling pitchers around the league.
That's true.
Bounce back opportunity. How are the squares filling out? Hey, that's a great point.
He always throws that at the very end.
Hey, I appreciate that. Appreciate that. You know what? Hey, let's throw that out there.
We won't have much chance to use the promo any longer, so
yeah, it's getting close. All right, hey, let's do
the yardage out of it, Eric.
Giant Sports Talk Live and the NorCal Sports Network have teamed up to give back to the community. We ask for your support as we aid in Haley Busby's fight for life in her battle with liver cancer. To take part in this fundraiser, you can purchase an entry for just $20, and the winner receives 4 front row dugout seats at Oracle Park for your choice of an August 8th game versus the Washington Nationals or the August 29th game when the Giants host host the Baltimore Orioles. The winner will also get an on-field experience on game day and attend batting practice. So secure your entry now, as eligibility is limited. Draw date to be determined. The Busby family, Giant Sports Talk Live, and the NorCal Sports Network thank you for your participation and contribution to this worthwhile event, covering the San Francisco Giants and giving back to those in need in 2025. Giant Sports Talk Live and the NorCal Sports Network.
Great.
All right, there we go, guys. Squares are filling up. I think I updated this one. Let me make sure. I can tell by looking at it. Let's see. Is this one? I believe it has been. So there you go. It is filling up quickly. Not many squares left. Again, if you want to get your square so you get a chance to win, 4 seats to a San Francisco Giants game. Hopefully they're still in August. But anyway, it's still a great experience. You're right there next to the dugout. Go on the field, watch batting practice, get your name in lights, and you get some of your dinner paid for. $50 gift certificate to both Capo's and Tommy's Mexican restaurant. Tommy's also has thrown in a pitcher of margaritas. So if you're so inclined and you got $20 that you want to spend, it's helping a great cause, guys. All this money going directly, every single cent is going directly to that young woman to help her out in a time of need. So,
remember I had you on the show one night coming home with Ibrahim from the ballpark, Eric? What happened there?
Yeah, that was good.
Did they lose that night?
Yeah, they lost.
Okay, I can't blame it on you. I was going to say, maybe it was because you guys went to the game.
They lost.
Set off it. Well, see, you guys went to
They
a game
lost.
and set off a chain reaction, Eric.
They lost.
I guess I gotta head over to Oracle next weekend.
Yeah.
Break the slump. Yeah,
There you go.
What I'm going to do. They're missing me, Eric.
There you go.
Dean and I will be up there. We'll be up there doing our thing. He'll be taking names and keeping the stats, and I'll be just
I see you, Oliver. Hold on one second.
drinking beer.
On Capo Posey said Buster has to clean up the Farhan guys, which he is doing. Look at Hicks and wait. Look. Yeah, right. I think they need to get rid of Bailey. They need to get a better catcher. Period. I think they got to get a better catcher and just get rid of but put Yaz on the bench. What's it going to hurt to just throw Matas out there? Yeah. Is he going to do any worse than what Yaz is doing? No. Right. His defense, right, is suspect. I get it. His defense is suspect, but you got to see what the guy has.
And Eric, it's been bothering me. The whole Bailey thing has been bothering me since at least a month. When I heard that story. When I heard that story that he was the only guy, he just after the game, he's blowing out of there. At the major league, he gets his shot last year, major league level, he was blowing out. And he was being called out.
Yeah, he was.
Like Mike Krukow said, here's a guy who can't hit at the major league level. Every other guy is down there working the batting cage, staying till after midnight. Bailey's out of there like, he's got his mink coat and his jewelry on, man. I'm out of here.
Yeah, that's a problem. 100%. That's a problem.
That's a story which I did not like to hear.
Right, exactly. Oliver, what is up? Hey, we've said this many times on our show. Everybody is welcome, even Dodger fans. He says, I am in complete shock. The Giants lost. Like, what happened? If you have an answer, please tell us. Explain to me what basically happened.
And even a guy who's hitting well, Eric, if you got a decent average, you're producing, you don't take a day off. You got to work on your craft.
This what happened in short, right? Because even though there's the pitching has been just a tad bit suspect, the hitting has just fallen off, man. It's disappeared. The hitting has 100% disappeared. And where have they gone? I cannot. Oliver, if you could find where the Giants bats have gone, please let me know. We'll send out a bolo. Be on the lookout. Where have the Giants bats gone? Because it's I don't know what's happened, Oliver. It's very disappointing though. Very disappointing. Yeah. John Ward, that's the problem. That's someone you're going to have to either trade for. I don't know what the free agency is in the offseason for a catcher, but they're going to have to do something.
I got a question when John says
You have to do
he
something.
just needs to come back. He's never been here, to my opinion, Eric.
Yeah, he's never. That's a great point. That's a great point. You know, he's been
When has he been?
MIA.
He's had a good game. He's had a good week. Again, he has not had a good career.
Well, let's look. Let's just keep it here for this season. He's never gotten here to get back from.
No.
You see what I'm saying?
No.
I don't know what's going on.
Yeah,
I don't think he's just ready for the MLB. I don't.
I
He'll
think
have his
John is
moments.
more inferring that, he can only get better.
Come
Let's
on.
hope that.
It's July 1st, and he's not even batting 200. That's a problem.
Did you how's our poll looking, buddy?
Let's take a look.
How's our poll looking?
82 votes. Best spot for Birdsong. Bullpen, starter, or AAA. 43% say bullpen. 21% say a starter. 37% say AAA. So either bullpen or AAA.
Wow. I really didn't even see that coming, Eric. I thought
Not too bad. Thank you
a lot
for
of people
participating.
a lot of people are off the Birdsong train. Holy
Yeah.
cow.
And here's
Gee.
another thing. There's another thing I want to talk about before we get out of here too. And this is the debate between playing. I've seen stuff where people are talking about benching Lee and playing Matos. I think you got it wrong, guys. I think you got it wrong. Let me explain. Both Luis Matos and Jung-Hoo Lee, they're about the same level of MLB experience, right?
Mhm.
Somewhere around there. Here, let's take a look. What is? Let me see.
And to be quite honest, we don't know what either can do.
I think Jung-Hoo Lee's got a little bit more, I think, right now than let's see. Hold on. Let me see what I'm not gonna compare numbers. I'm just gonna look at bats and plate appearances and stuff.
I gotta get out of here soon. I feel like Dan. I'm just having supper, Eric. Gotta have a bite to eat.
Luis Matos. Let me see what we got here.
But
Just
don't
wanna
forget
take a look.
a little earlier start tomorrow too.
What time to play tomorrow?
What time they say this is playing tomorrow? Like 5:15, 5:45. I'll look it up right now.
Okay, here we go. Jung-Hoo Lee has 119 games. Luis Matos 145. Plate appearances. Jung-Hoo Lee 502. Luis Matos 485. Jung-Hoo Lee has 112 hits. Luis Matos has 101. Okay, so let's talk about this. Both of these guys need to play.
It's tonight's game.
Both of these guys need to
Same
play.
time.
Booney, what's up? Please, if you have the answer, let me know. They both have the same similar amount of time MLB experience. And what is everybody saying about Matos? Get him some playing time, right? Get him some playing time. Well, the same should be true for Jung-Hoo Lee. Jung-Hoo Lee has the similar amount of at-bats or plate appearances as Luis Matos. So both of them should be playing. The guy who needs to sit isn't Jung-Hoo Lee, even though he's out there looking horrendous. You got to keep playing him. It's the same thing with Matos. Matos is going to have times when he's going to look not good, but you got to play him to see what you have, right? So bench Yaz, put him on the bench, make him your fourth outfielder, and play Matos in right, play Jung-Hoo Lee in center, and Ramos in left field. Is the defense going to be spectacular? No, it's not, except for center field. It's going to be suspect. But you want to see what you have in Matos. The same should go for Jung-Hoo Lee. You can't sit there. The argument of sitting Lee and playing Matos just doesn't add up to me. They both got to play.
Here's a question, Eric.
Both got to play.
You said we're only 4 games above 500 now. My magic number. I said this is a 500 team, Eric, and this is, for all intents and purposes, 500. So, at what point we'll be closing in on about pretty soon, 3.5 weeks, another week. We'll be talking another week or two. We're going to be talking about ramping up our trade deadline. How much longer is this got to continue, and to what level? Below 500, 500? when you just say this is not worth pursuing anymore?
That's up to Posey. I couldn't tell you. Honestly, I don't know what he has cooking, so to speak. So that's a great question. I don't know what direction the Giants are going.
I think to be competitive, though, there's just too much work to be done. You can't. They're going to have to tear it down and rebuild it in a month. I can't see it, Eric.
No.
I think it's got to be a sell team. Get rid of Ray, Flores.
Well, here's the deal.
Ray,
because
Flores, gone.
Here we go. Chapman is going to come back. That's going to lengthen the lineup. It is. He may not be perfect when he first comes back because you're coming off injury, but again, he's better than what they got going out there right now. So let's just take it that.
What's he hitting, Eric? What's he hitting?
Wasn't he batting 240 something?
Oh my God! Be playing the parade, as I like to say. Yeah.
But here's the problem, because he was getting on a heater before he got hurt. That's the problem.
Well, he might heat up again by September then.
Yeah, exactly. That's what sucks. 243 with 12 home runs. So he was doing okay. I don't
want okay.
No.
Okay.
That will be enough for, again, if you get a team of 240 hitters, it's going to be better than what the hell the Giants are putting out there right now, man.
6:40 tomorrow night, Eric. So we'll be on the same time as we are on tonight. And
Thursday is going to be
going to eat my pizza.
Nice. All right, cool. Yeah, Thursday is going to be the early game because they got to get away and go to Sacramento. Yeehaw. That should be.
So Don is back in saying they need a catcher and an arm or two, and we're there. That's all they need.
I think if the Giants need Schmidt to come back, they need Chapman to get back, and if they trade for another bat, maybe a right fielder, I don't know, and then get another starting pitcher.
Hey, Tommy Murphy. He's had such a small sample size, dude. The guy's on he's basically on pension with this club now. It always hurt. But you know what? Look at his numbers. The guy can swing the bat. He really can.
I don't even know where he's at, to be honest with you. I have no idea where the hell he's at.
I'm going to look up tonight and find out when he's coming back.
I don't even know what the hell's going on.
And then if you find out he's no longer a Giant, just pretend.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, man. Let's get the hell out of here. You got to go.
Come on, guys.
I'm done. So, guys, we'll be back here. Do it all over again. Only
one question remains for tomorrow. Will it be Giant Sports Talk Live or another edition of Giant Shit Show Live?
Could be.
We'll have to wait and see.
You wait and find out. Exactly. All right, guys. We'll see you tomorrow night around the same time. So enjoy your, what is this? Tuesday night. My goodness. Losing track of time.
Enjoy if they lose tomorrow, I'm going to sit back and let you do the show tomorrow. I'll be here.
Oh my God!
But I'm just going to watch you because
I don't even know.
I don't know what to say anymore, Eric. I'm tired. I'm just tired.
I know, man.
I'm tired. Like I was starting to say to the guys, we're at the hour mark. This is when we got to get it. We used to go, Eric. We used to go for 3 freaking hours, 2.5, 3 hours. But once we reach the hour mark, I mean, we've kind of.
What else?
We've kind of talked about everything, and we're kind of recycling night after night after night. So you tell me there was no positivity today to talk about. Nothing. You know when they all say, "Was there anything?" The interview in the locker room? What positives do you take out of this, Eric? There were no positives in today's game. This is crap.
Matos got a double, and Adames hit a home
run. Is that your idea of the positive?
Hey, you're asking.
Guys, that's why this show should end at about 30 minutes ago.
Guys, you guys be good. We'll see you tomorrow. Woo!
You've been watching Giant Sports Talk Live with Eric and Glenn, a Northern Lights Entertainment Broadcasting production.